Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Zoe. I do a lot of beauty on this channel, a lot of beauty, a few vlogs thrown in. I do some hauls, I do some hair care, I do some makeup-y bits, so if you like the sound of that, then why don't you just subscribe, stick around. Today's video is actually a full face of my Project Pan makeup slash like a look you can do, a look that I do with my Project Pan makeup. Also incorporated with like other bits in my collection, and I do shop my stashes every month, so it's mainly the stuff from this month's Shop My Stash. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I quite enjoy the look that I did. I haven't done eyeshadow in such a long time, but I love this eyeshadow look. I should do it a lot more often. But yeah, if you want to see how I did this. Okay, so all of my makeup products that are in my Project Pan live in this little like Winnie the Pooh bag that I got from Primark. This is actually a really decent size for like an everyday makeup bag, but I mean, we know me, I have a lot of makeup and I like to cycle through a lot, so I have a bigger bag. But so we've got a couple of primary options. We have got, well, I will use both today just so that because I do layer them together, I just want to show you as well that I layer them. So we have the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. We are making a good decent way with this. I'm actually quite proud of myself. To be fair, I have been using it pretty much every single time that I do my makeup, which isn't that often anymore. I used to do it so often, but I don't know, just my days off I just haven't worn makeup, and this is the first time I've worn makeup in weeks, so apologies if my skills ain't that great anymore. And then we also have the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. Mine's in the shade 1. So I just take the milk first, and I'm trying to put that back in the bag. Take a couple of pumps and I just go over my entire face. I have prepped my skin with skincare. I did it about an hour or two, maybe 2 hours ago now, because I did comb my hair and that did take like an hour, not an hour, it took about half an hour, and I ate breakfast and I did a couple other tasks first. But yeah, we do that first and then I let that sink in for a little bit. Can we just appreciate, I cleaned my makeup brushes yesterday and a brand new sponge, because my sponge was getting to that point where even when I was trying to wash it, it wasn't washing properly. But clean brushes, I'm happy. I think one of them isn't quite dry though. Actually, it's alright. I think it's just cold. Oh, that one's slightly damp, damn it. I washed them yesterday, so I was like, I'm hoping it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So yeah, I'm just going to take the Charlotte Tilbury. I curled my hair and now it's getting in my way. And I literally just apply this to like my cheeks and my forehead. But sometimes I put it everywhere else. It just depends. And I actually blend this out with a brush. This is just like a flat foundation-y type of brush. And I just work that in. I don't use this every time I do my makeup like I do with the Milk Hydro Grip. And that's that. I am going to be incorporating other products because I don't have like things like concealers and stuff, and like eyeshadows and powders and things like that. So any products that I use that aren't my Project Pan, I'm going to try and speed through. Excuse me, where is my concealer brush? I think I put it back with my eyeshadow brushes. That's great. It's not an eyeshadow brush. Oh, I can't even pick it up. Is that it? That's it. Why did I put it back with my eyeshadow brushes? It's a concealer brush. Anyway, I'm using the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Chantilly. I'm just going to do that on my blemishes. I know my foundation in my Project Pan, which you'll see in a minute, is high coverage. I just like to cover up anything else, which is a lot on my face, to be fair, because I've had a bit of a breakout recently. What is new? Like, genuinely, what's new? I always seem to have breakouts because it's just how my skin is. It's just never not gonna have breakouts. And then the foundation that's in my Project Pan is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. Pardon me. I do sometimes mix this in with another foundation to make it a little bit less heavy, shall we say. a little less heavy looking, especially if I'm going to be wearing it all day. Currently my two that are in my shop my stash are the KVD Serum Foundation and the Urban Decay Naked. I think I might actually mix it a little bit because this is a bit heavy and it's also the wrong shade. I think so anyway. It's kind of like a little bit too dark. So I normally just take a pump of the Charlotte Tilbury, or pump and a half. So that other half, I'm gonna just take one of the Urban Decay, which that worked. It was quite that one came out a bit weird, but yeah, I'm just gonna apply this and move on with our lives. But it just makes it a little bit more thin. Just the Charlotte Tilbury one is a bit thick, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, this is where I go in with concealer. I think for blemishes I've got the ABH Magic Touch concealer in shade 2. I'm just gonna pop a little bit because I do have a few spots that are still peeking through a little bit. This concealer is very thick. I don't like it too much, but it's in my project, it's in my shop my stash, sorry, not my project pan. So I'm just trying to use it. And then the other concealer I have is the I'm about to say Urban Decay, no, it's NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Light One Chantilly. Again, Chantilly. I'm just gonna put that under my eyes a little bit because she's not sleeping as much as she used to, fortunately. Okay, now I'm gonna do I'm just gonna do my eyelids. Wow, do my eyelids. I'm gonna prime my eyelids before we move on to cream stuff. So I'm gonna use the my god, I keep saying Urban Decay. It's Beauty Bay Eye Base in shade 2 and the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder in the shade 1. I'm not project panning this, but I'm making good way with this considering I don't like it that much. It's quite good progress. Okay, I just set the underneath of my eyes as well a little bit, just because sometimes they just crease, you know. I'm going to use my Made by Mitchell Hollow there, which is one of my Project Pan products. I did have the Fenty Cream Bronzer, which I still might use. Why is someone in our garden? Go away. I have hit pan on this. I'm going to pair it with the Made by Mitchell just because the Made by Mitchell is a bit cool toned and actually isn't that pigmented. I thought it would be more pigmented because the blushes are, but I literally could chuck so much of this on my face and it's still like not enough. It's very bizarre. I thought it would be like, it just blends into nothing, which I guess I guess it's kind of good because then it's like not there. What's the word? It's not there. Like you can't detect a line. But yeah, it's just not that bronzy because it's a hollow. It says hollow there, like it's meant to be for contour. Like that's all I'm gonna be doing with that. I'm gonna put a little bit of the Fenty Cream Bronzer in the shade Butter Biscuit, which was in my project pan before, just to add a bit more bronziness. I'm quite proud of myself. I've already hit pan on one of the products that I was gonna hit pan on. I'm still working on everything else though. But I'm making good way with a lot of the products, like especially considering I don't like this foundation, I've been trying to use it every time and I have made a good progress with it. Considering you only 1 pump per time or 1.5, depends on what other products you're using. I do have 2 cream blushes. I have the Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm Beauty Light Wand. I hate this. Like I've only used it 2 times since I started this project. I hate it. It doesn't sit well on my skin. Mine's in the shade Peach Gasm. I just don't like it, so I might have to switch that out for something else in the next update if I still haven't used it. But I do have the Fenty Cream, I can't remember what it was called, cream blush in the shade Petal Poppin', which is beautiful, may I just say. So I have actually been using this. I freaking love it. It's such a nice shade for my skin tone. Like, it blends lovely, and especially this is a Fenty 125 face brush. I don't often like buy high-end brushes. I've got a few, but this one is just something else. I just love it. So I'm gonna pop a lot of that on. I love blush so much. Wow, it looks a lot more intense on camera. I just realised, is my lighting alright? Because I've tried to do stuff to make the lighting better, but it just doesn't seem that great. I apologise. There we go, just a tiny bit on my nose. Pretty. I love it. And trying to think of what was next. I might do the cream highlighter once I've done my powder and everything. Speaking of which, it's powder time, baby. It's time for powder, and I'm currently on this Maybelline Fit Me one in the shade 05. I am actually nearly out. I think I'm like here. I'm trying to use up my powders as well as everything else in my collection, so that's like really good that I'm getting there. So I'm just gonna pop some on. Okay, I keep hearing the at the door, like this door. I think you guys can see it. The one that's like that you walk into this room through, because the bathroom window's open and these windows are open a little bit, like it's just, you can hear it. I'm just gonna use some of this Primark Prime Infuse spray. It's the watermelon one from years ago, just to refresh after the powder. And just gonna let that dry whilst I take my crusty foundation off my lips. Usually if I don't do eyeshadow, I would just wait for that to dry and do my bronzer and stuff, but I'm gonna do some eyeshadow. I'm gonna go off camera and just use some of my shades from the Soft Glam palette. I've had this for years. I should probably throw this out by the end of the year, but I love it so much and it's one of my favourite palettes, so ain't gonna do that. But I'm just gonna go off camera and do it because I'm not that great. You don't want to see that. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm zoomed in a lot more than I was before. My camera decided to just turn off. It does that. But I just left the eyes pretty matte. In my crease I use the shade Burnt Orange and like a bit on my lower lash line. Then I use Sienna in my outer corner in my crease a little bit. And then I just thought, I'm not going to use a shimmer. I'll just use a bit of Burnt Orange, like just here. And actually, I love it. I don't know why. It's simple, but it's cute. So now we can do bronzer. If my palette wants to get into my bag, that'd be nice, but it doesn't. Bronzer, we have got the Fenty Beauty Shady Biz powder bronzer. I'm trying to make my way through this. It's just proving a little bit difficult. I've also got... I'm missing another brush. I'm missing a bronzer brush. Okay, I'm going to do bronzer when I can find my bronzer brush. Found it. So yeah, I'm just going to quickly do some bronzer. Warm up this face a bit more because where I powdered, the bronzer has kind of gone. The blush is still there. Where the bronzer went, I have no idea. But yeah, I'm trying to make my way through this bronzer. It's just proving a bit difficult. And I use it pretty much 9 times out of 10. I use it every time I do my makeup. So it's just like, be done already, please. You can hear that car beeping. I wonder what happened there. No idea. And then a bit of blush. So I have a couple of options. I think I'm going to go for this one. But I have been loving this Hourglass palette. It's the Ambient Lighting Edit Unlocked Butterfly. How stunning, especially the highlight. This highlighter and the blushes are gorgeous. This highlighter is nice as well. Is it this one? No, it's this one. It's like a softer highlighter, but this one's my favourite. It's like a strobe. I would use those two, but the cream blush I used doesn't really match as much, so we're gonna not use that for now. We're gonna use this one, which is actually quite a cheap one. This is the MUA matte blush powder in the shade Misty Rose. I actually haven't used this. I've only used this once. Actually, I don't think I've used this, so I think this is quite pigmented. I just dipped in and a lot of pigment came off. Well, that is pigmented. Beautiful. Considering it was like £2, £3 or something like that, this is actually pretty damn good. I recommend. And it's like matte, so it's like, it's a nice blush, and I love matte blushes. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love shimmery blushes as well, but like matte blushes are just gorgeous. So there's that. And then I'm gonna just do my eyebrows and my eyes and stuff, or the other parts of my eyes off camera. I'm gonna tell you what I use. I'm gonna use this in a minute when I do highlights. Actually, oh no, I do cream highlight first. So for my eyebrows, I have been using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade, I think it's Ash Brown. Then the NYX Stick It in the shade Brunette. And then the Benefit 24-hour brow set. And then I'm just going to put a bit of the Vive eye wand in the shade Camel on my lash line. And then I've been trying to get through mascaras. I'm going to pick one of them. I've got the Maybelline Lash Sensational Waterproof, which I'm not going to use today. The Milani Anti-Gravity Mascara, which I actually really enjoy. And the, oh, I can hear stuff going on outside. It's kind of freaking me out now, because I saw that man in my garden, and now it's just like, every sound is freaking me out. So that's fun. And then I also had the Benefit Bad Girl Bang. I think I'm going to use the Milani. So yeah, I'm going to go off camera, do my eyebrows, do my mascara. Actually, not my mascara. Let's just do the other bits of my face first, and then I'll go off. So I'm just gonna spray my face. This is the e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist, and then I'm gonna use a bit of the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Beauty Light Wand in the shade Spotlight, and then use a tiny bit of the Milk Flex highlighter, which I have got a bit of a dip in. I'm gonna use that on my inner corners as well, so I'm just gonna spray and do all of that. And a bit of the, just gonna try and get some on the back of my hand of this. That didn't really work. Just trying to tap it on while my base is still wet. Just tap it in place. Like, it's a stunning highlighter. I just never do it because this step just never has appealed to me to do cream, but it's so nice and so pretty, and it's just like nice and like natural as highlighter can be. I'm just gonna take a bit of the powder one over the top just to add a bit more brightness, you know. If you want like a more of like a natural highlight, that highlighter is nice, but I do love this. But yeah, I'm just gonna go and finish off my eyes and do my eyebrows off camera, and I shall see you guys when it's time to do my lips. Okay, so I've just done my mascara and bits and pieces, and the last thing to finish off my makeup is lips. This is in my project pan. I'm trying to use it up as much as I can because I've had this open for years. I think roughly it's about up to here. This is the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow. It's one of my favourites. I love this gloss. I love the silver one. Oh, got something in my eye. But because this is like more shimmery, I don't really wear it as much, but I have been using it recently. Super hydrating though, I love it. It just adds something without being like too much. Like, don't get me wrong, I love normal lipsticks, and I do love lip glosses. I just don't wear lip products as much, especially if I'm going out. I prefer like a tinted lip oil or something. I don't know. I don't even have one, but yeah. Let me just zoom you guys out a little bit. Oh god, I'm zooming you in. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me just take that out because otherwise my hair is going to be even more messed up than it already is. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did. I thought it would be nice to show you what sort of a look I would do with these products. I mean, it's my everyday sort of makeup anyway. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So bye guys.